Muito bom. Tá muito bonitinho.
Put a record out and I began to tour more as a DJ with that kind of attitude, kind of mixing everything together, similar to what you do and similar to just kind of, as you can read in the Forró de Sao Paulo, there's like a globalistas kind of vibe that I kind of carry with my body of work. But it wasn't for any kind of interesting reason, like to be traveling and doing global things. I just was really into what was happening here in Rio. That's why I'm working on this documentary. It's been 2 years in the making. But I'm just DJing. I'm into like making things interesting. I'm just into like the ideas of combining sounds. Like as a hip hop DJ, what I grew up on, I like the idea of combining things that you wouldn't normally use, you know? Like the first idea, I think, one of my first inspirations was something like Nice and Smooth sampling Fast Car by Tracy Chapman and Rena rapping over it for Sometimes I Rhyme Slow. This kind of thing when I was younger was like, wow, I was a hip hop fan, but then you can rap over that, you can rap over Edie Brickell, you can rap over AC/DC and Deep Purple, and like, it's become something different. And I became a DJ because living in Florida, you either, you know, are in a heavy metal band or you're a DJ, you kind of choose, you have to pick your lifestyle, or you can work on cars. Those are the three things, or you can play football. Those are the four things you have to do. So I chose DJing, and then I just trying to make something out of it because, like I said, I'm an artist, and I think that the DJ is kind of like a postmodern kind of, you know, songwriter these days. You know, if we're not putting down the melodies and the lyrics, even with our ideas, we're kind of forging something new.
Antigamente o DJ tocava assim, né? Hoje o DJ toca assim. É batucando, é batendo e tem tudo a ver, né? Com o tamborzão, com o swing, com o gingado, do samba, tudo tem batuque e o funk tá próximo, né?
By the nature of the work I do, traveling, collaborating with artists, and working in countries that otherwise don't have much of representation, you know, on the global scale of music, besides, you know, having one or two Smithsonian Institute style recordings or something. But by the nature of my work, traveling and collaborating with artists that are outside of the normal of the American music art industry, you know, because I do that as well, I've gotten a lot of criticism from journalists mostly, and also other people that do what I do in America, and I've tried to confront all of them because I think it's really important to like at least recognize that I'm a white guy from America, and as much as I can work under the guise I'm a white guy from Mississippi or from Florida, you know, from a working class family, I have a passport and I have access to travel outside my country, which, you know, 90% of the world doesn't have, you know, probably more, doesn't even recognize that they can do these things that I can do. So it's important to confront that reality because it exists. You know, I have the freedom to come to Rio and work, while at the same time, you know, almost all of favelados don't have the freedom to leave the favela, or even have the notion in their mind that they're capable of doing that because of the social aspects in Brazil.
International is going to be maybe for the Winter Music Conference.
Oh yeah, already
yes.
in March. Here's a visa.
Yes, just a business one. Let's see, because it's like a promotional thing. So let's see how.
And working here, like I'm able to trade ideas with people, and I feel like introduce things, and also take some things here and introduce them to the rest of the world. And I recorded even a rhythm in Jamaica that was kind of like a tamborzal type of drum, like volt mixed with other percussion, with a couple artists there. You know, try to make something different.
What them do, them road bad man. Them don't want me shoot bad man. Tell them be one bad man. Give them back to play bad man.
That record's not released yet, but I think you might have a copy of it. You can find some stuff, but hopefully we put this record out this year, which is kind of like a response record in Jamaica. Dancehall is evolving so fast and things are traveling so quickly, and it's a real inspiration to me, the productions and the artists and the subcultures in Jamaica and Kingston particularly. And I thought we could kind of mix something together, funk and dancehall, and the styles sound totally different, but they have the same kind of like bass and African rhythms, I feel like, and then
$1.
Same place again.
Appropriation, you know, as well. Like dancehall is kind of an appropriation of hip hop, and just like ska and reggae was an appropriation of like R&B and soul in America, and I think that we're contributing to that, and it's like a global. It's kind of like everything's a reflection these days, anyway. You know.
Mas por aí, depois que a gente começa a montagem da música, a gente vai cortando as partes onde acha que não deve ficar.
I definitely feel like I've had to pay dues here, you know? Like as a gringo coming here the first time, not knowing anything, not a word of Portuguese, I was really lucky to meet Marlboro, like the first trip here, and it was introduced to a lot of the DJs. But yeah, nobody trusted me when I came here, you know? Nobody wanted to work with me, nobody cared. But I did speak to the DJs, not even in Portuguese or English, but just like in record talk and like DJ Nerd, Miami bass talk, you know? MC Shy D. You hear like all the time as if it's a proper noun or something. But I was working here for so long, and I think that I made friends, and I'm kind of a part of the scene now, you know? I wasn't before, and I feel like collaborating with even Sonny, you know, doing tour with Marlboro in America, and just, I feel like I'm part of a new kind of thing that's happening in Rio, or in funk in general, you know? Even Bon Jovi is part of the scene here, even if they're not authentic or they're not cool, they exist, you know, and we're part of it, you know? I've had my dues here, and I've had trials and tribulations. Even working on a film, you know, nothing's predictable in a favela. Nothing makes sense. This whole country is just about balance, and there's no rules to like what's going to happen, or, you know, like I said, we worked in Prazeres for 2 years, closely with one of the Traficantes there, and then just when we were like getting some good footage from him and trying to work with him, he went crazy and, you know, hijacked the bus down here in Botafogo, so we lost our character. Or even MC Colibri went to jail in the middle of our shooting, you know. So there's definitely lots of things that you don't run into in America. Like if you do a party in Prazeres, you have to budget money to pay the police off so they don't come and attack your favela. That stuff you don't have to do in Philly.
Agora é tudo com nós.
Them no one says I them die. But the boy me no hide them try. Smash it up so me no go play the line. Buck them straight to the eye. Buck them down, 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 buck them down. What them do, them girls so rude. Them swag out, them no do. Me no scared of them no you. On the river with head on you. Stomp your feet, 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 stomp your feet.
Some boys say them have bad man, and that's for the bad man ship, and the ship capsize.